Shalom. First and foremost, let's start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to those elect that's pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth in all faith, truth, and sincerity. Right, this the brother Amon Abad from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama GMS. Then we get to send this going to just this article right about the Space Force. You know how these how the U.S. is they starting up a new branch in the military. The military might which is the Space Force. And why is they doing this is because why is they so why is they so intrigued into trying to protect the space, the air, there's something, because they see what's out there, when now they eager to protect something, protect the people from an unknown from an unknown object out there, which they call so-called UFOs, But all this is just biblical prophecy that these devils really, it's all set up, for the Lord Yahushua to get these devils really to go to war, and and these devils, these other nations, Esau, Edom, and other nations as well is gonna come against the Lord, against the Lord Yahushua and the angels, because they seen these so-called UFOs more and more, and it's starting to it's starting to mess with the people's minds of what these unidentified vehicles are, which the men of the Lord from the apostles, elders, brethren, we know what they are. They are the chariots of the Lord. They are the angels. And soon to come, these soon to come, the angels of the Lord and the Lord Yahushua gonna return and take out Esau, Edomite, take out these devils, Esau, Edom kingdom. And have these other nations, fear the wrath and power of the Lord, But let me start off the article. The Space Force needs deterrence and war-winning capabilities, So, so they need war-winning capability. Let's see. So I'm just gonna get to the point of this. It says the USSF, which is the short for the United States Space Force, was created for a specific reason as a response to our adversaries' decision to turn space into a war-fighting domain. For the service to meet the objective for which it was created, the administration Congress must empower the USSF to build a credible space deterrent-based strategy and the corresponding tools. This means deterring conflict in spaces by building space-based forces that will deny any advantage opportunistic aggressors are creating today. That requires a force capable of providing independent kinetic and non-kinetic options beyond electronic warfare action. So basically, like I said, they are creating the Space Force to stop, an independent doom, that's coming, and it's nothing good coming to the earth and to the so-called Esau, Edom. And what I mean by that, like the end of the Esau, Edomites rule, they know that their world is finna come down. The Lord Yahushua finna bring they rule down, and they know their world, is finna come down, and everything they built and so forth, you know, with they lies and deception they put forth and all that, you know, it's gonna it's coming down, and it's coming down by way of the word first, but physically it's gonna be made manifest, you know, once the Lord Yahushua and the angels return and take down Esau Edom. And let me see something. Yeah. Now, if I read this, it said the USSF lacks key elements that are necessary to empower effective deterrence of on orbit. Sufficient offensive and defensive means to achieve its sanitary functions as an armed force. Credible deterrence requires kinetic and non-kinetic capabilities, political will to use those systems, and the clear communication of a specific threat or force linked to a specific action that the U.S. wants to prevent. So, like I say, these devils trying to prevent, you know, what's coming. You know, that's why they got Space Force, but they seen what's out there. They know they don't stand. They know they have no chance. You know, these you have the Air Force, the people that be flying these fighter jets. They know that when they see these so-called UFOs, they can't do nothing with them. They might try to chase it down, whatever, try to shoot at it, but you know they know that, hey, you know, we in trouble. You know, they try to, you know, get at the so-called UFOs, you know, because the so-called UFOs technology is just, you know, for like the elements of it, you know, of the so-called UFOs, chariots is just, it's way beyond the years and years and years Esau what they got, you know, as far as they military might, and you know, they fighter jets and so forth, you know, but they trying to do a Space Force, and that's it's not gonna help, you know. They don't stand a chance. But like I said, Lord Yahushua just got these devils. He just want them to go to war and went on, you know, make war with the Lord. You know, it gotta happen, you know. So that's about it, because I ain't gonna go too much on this, you know. But I'm gonna get the scriptures going too about this. It's on 2 Ezra 13:1. And it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night. You know, just Ezra's, you know, having a vision. 2 Ezra 13:2. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the ways thereof. 2 Ezra 13:3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. So yeah, so when Lord Yahushua returned, you know, he returned that power and glory, you know, with the thousands of heaven, with the, you know, the so-called UFO, the chariots, the angels, you know, and everything's gonna tremble when they see the chariot, when they see the Lord and the chariots, you know, so-called UFOs, man. See the power of the Lord, you know. Even like I said, these devils, Esau Edomites, you know, United States and so forth, they trying to start a Space Force, but what's coming, they not, there's nothing they could do. It's gonna be too powerful, because it's gonna be the Lord, you know, that's coming and returning, man. The Lord Yahushua, who y'all people call Jesus, you know. But go next verse. 2 Ezra 13:4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filleth the fire. So yeah, so shit, when the Lord Yahushua, he gonna come with that fire, man, with that fire and destruction, you know, by way of the chariots, so-called UFOs. And then ultimately the thermonuclear missiles was gonna be shot towards America, you know, just bringing this place down, you know, to nothing, you know. But the chariots, so-called UFOs, is gonna zap fire you know, upon those that, you know, and the Lord gonna bring judgment about. But on 2 Ezra 13:5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out to sea. So yeah. So that's why they got the Space Force. Cause you know it's all set up for the, you know, for to try to make war, you know, with the Lord Yahushua and the angels, man. You know, but they not gonna prevail. You know. So 2 Ezra 13:6, but I beheld, and lo, he said he graded himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. 2 Ezra 13:7, but I would have seen a region, a place where out the hill was graven, I could not. 2 Ezra 13:8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all that which were gathered together to subdue him was so afraid, yet durst fight. So let's say they're gonna be afraid, but they still, it's gotta happen. The words of the Lord is gonna stand true. They still gonna fight. You know, they see the power, they see how like, damn, you know, we don't know how the hell we're gonna do this. And you know, they see the power of the Lord and the chariots, so-called UFOs, and the angels. But they still gonna fight, because, you know, it's prophecy. And like I say, you know, that proudness of, you know, Esau, Edom, these nations, so forth, you know, they're gonna try to fight anyway, you know. You know, so, but they're not gonna prevail, man. They're gonna lose badly. You know. But it says 2 Ezra 13:9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. So Lord Yahushua ain't gonna hold nothing, you know, no instrument of war, no sword, nothing like that. He ain't gonna lift up his hand. But 2 Ezra 13:10, but only I saw that he sent out his mouth as had been a blast of fire, out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. So yeah, Lord, I said, Lord Yahushua, he gonna zap, you know. It's just gonna be burning, you know, zapping, you know, zapping these devils, these military men that go try to fight the Lord, you know, Space Force that they got going. You know, the Lord's gonna destroy them by that fire, by the way of the chariots, so-called UFOs, man. You know. So, you know, I didn't want to make this too long, you know. I just want to go into that. I want to know about the Space Force these devils are, you know, putting together. You know, I said, and it's all prophecy just try to get the angels, you know, chariots, so-called UFOs, and the Lord, you know, when they return. So with that, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, to the apostles, elders, to the Sisakian brothers, to the few Akwaf sisters that do listen. Keep the faith in Yahushua. Keep fighting with that. Say shalom.